from was Pat Quinn. So if you can watch him, really, really good stuff.
I kept track of where the speakers were. So like I'd write day 5 and then 1 hour, 40 minutes in was such and such. So I knew I could go back and get it again if I wanted to. It is good stuff. It was really good stuff. Really good. Yeah. Hi, Glenna. Hi. How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. How are you?
Are you feeling better? Is
Hello.
your everything good? Your gout all gone? And
Yes, ma'am.
all right.
Nothing to complain about.
All right.
Yeah.
Roy doing good?
Yes. Just driving me crazy.
Oh man, you'll have that with these men. That's
Ooh, you're not a kidding.
yeah.
For the
And
rest of our
Kelsey's with us
lives.
tonight. Kelsey, hi.
Kelsey.
Hey guys, hey
So
everyone.
cute. I'm so glad you're on here tonight. I wanted to introduce you to everybody. Awesome.
Hi, Sheila.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Great, hon. How are you?
Good.
All
Good.
right.
Good. I
It's
thought
been a long day in the hair salon, so
it's been a long day everywhere. I'm not kidding. Ugh.
Yes.
I wondered about you last week, Glenna. I thought you were going to get blown over to this coast. And I should have offered you to come over.
Well, yeah. Thanks a lot. Now.
I know. Well, you know, you're always welcome.
I know that.
Especially
If
when
I'd have been
Glenna's making
afraid,
us
I'd have been
ribs.
calling you. It wasn't too bad. Our grandson
Yeah, it's
stayed with us because it was strong. Yeah. Our grandson stayed with us because he felt safer, he said.
Oh, that's cute.
I thought that was adorable.
We had a storm and a half too. It was nuts. I'm not kidding. It was crazy.
You went parasailing, right, Sherry?
Yes, I did. I went outside. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. The wind blew my flagpole over. So I felt so bad because the American flag was laying on the ground. So I go out in the middle of the storm. We had the snowstorm today. Went out in the middle of that storm and I picked that flagpole up and the wind caught the flags, literally blew me. I know I left the earth for seconds. I know it was seconds. It would have been a really funny video had somebody caught it on video. It was crazy. I said my photographer Sheila wasn't there with me to catch the moment. So if you ever go on a trip with Sheila Beretta, be ready to pose a lot. She likes to take pictures.
Hey, making memories, right, Sheila?
She does.
absolutely.
And it goes in an album.
Yeah. I see Debbie Croft is here too. Good evening, Debbie. Hi, girl. He's muted. You're muted, honey. It's so good to see you, Debbie. Well, we're going to get started. It's 4 minutes after. It's been a crazy week. I know everybody's in the same crazy. And I'm telling you, I cannot believe the world we're living in right now. It is just blowing me away. And I wanted to just start and maybe encourage everybody. You know, we've been doing this challenge this week. And I was really struck. One of our upline posted this and I put it in our True Believers. I'm going to share my screen. So hopefully I'll be able to do this without losing. Let's see. I'm going to do this without losing everybody. So let's see if we can do it. Can everybody see that? Okay, sweet. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this. And Sheila, Laura, everybody, Glenna, Kelsey, and Kelsey's going to talk to us in a few minutes. Kelsey joined us. Kelsey, has it been 2 weeks? I think 2 weeks ago. She's already
Not even. I think it's only been like 10 days or
10 days. The girl is on fire. I'm not kidding. It just blows me away. I'm so excited for Kelsey. Her mom kind of joined me first. And then Kelsey's mom was like, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to do the business. And I said, well, maybe Kelsey wants to do the business, because Rhonda kept sending me all these people. She's like, what about this person? What about this person? What about this person? So if you don't want to do the business, which some people don't, that's fine. Send your referrals to your upline. Send your referrals to your friends, because, you know, we are doing the business. But so Kelsey's like, she joined and she started signing up. I'm talking hand over fist, like 2 and 3 people a day. I was getting ding, ding, ding. Kelsey Fuller has a new customer. Kelsey Fuller has a new customer. And you know, the really sweet thing about Kelsey that I love, it was like, there was no, you know, she didn't have to have 50 million things of training. She didn't need to know everything about all the products. She just shared. Her mom shared, and they just shared what Truvy does for them and what maybe Truvy could do for somebody else. And when they did that, it just really is exploding into a really nice business for Kelsey. Kelsey works at Target. I'm gonna turn this over to Kelsey in a minute, but I wanted to talk a little bit about this graphic. And sometimes we don't share, and sometimes we live our life in such a small way. And I wanted to encourage everybody to live your life in a bigger way. Glenna is in education. You know, I know that we all have a life outside of our families, and we have a life outside of maybe, you know, our careers. But we need to always be, I mean, I'm 56 years old and I want to grow every day. I don't want to get stagnant. My red circle here, my comfort zone, that I'm kind of an introvert. I know that might be hard for you guys to see that, but I really am. I don't care too much about stepping out too much. But when I also realize when I live in that small world of, you know, just my comfort zone, that's a very selfish way to live. It's a very inward approach. Everything's about me. And then I start thinking too much about my problems. And then I start getting depressed. And then I start getting, you know, just stewing. And I'm learning that really if you want to live the big life, and it's never too late to start, but if you want to live the big life, you got to step outside of your comfort zone. And this is so true. This arrow that shows, you know, going through the different zones, there's our comfort zone, where our immediate family, where we live. But you got to go through the fear zone to get into the good zones, you know, because fear is a liar. Fear steals everything from us. Fear is what takes away our growth. What if somebody thinks this about me? What if somebody thinks I'm stupid? What if somebody thinks it's a pyramid scheme? What if somebody thinks, you know, tells me no? What if somebody tells me no? Do you know the difference? I've been listening to multi-million-dollar earners. I've been listening to a lot of training this last week. Laura has, Sheila has, and I'm not kidding. Do you know the difference between them and me? They have gotten thousands more no's than me. Go for the no's. Go for the step out. Don't be affected by others' opinions. You have to get to a point in your life where you just really don't care what anybody else thinks. How many of us stop not just sharing our about Truvy, but sharing our own life stories, or sharing our faith, or a lot of things that we don't share because we're afraid of what somebody else will think, sharing our convictions. We have to get past that, because until you get through the fear zone is when you start getting into the good stuff. You start getting into the learning zone. That's when you start acquiring new skills. You extend your comfort zone. Really, the learning zone and the growth zone turn into your comfort zone after a while. But you've got to push through the fear zone. Don't let the fear stop you. Don't let the fear of what are people going to think, or what's somebody going to think about me? Don't let that happen. What are some of the ways you can stop the fear zone, stop that from happening? First of all, get into the learning zone. Learn a little more about the products. Be on these calls. I'm preaching to the choir here. You girls are all here together because you want to learn something. You want to learn something more about Truvy. You want to learn something more about self-growth. Glenna deals with, probably a lot of times, Glenna, do you deal with adult education in the college? Or is it mostly, people right out of high school?
Both.
But
I work with both.
what are
All
some of the
ages.
oldest people that come in to your college?
70.
See, we
Mhm.
are never too old to learn. And are those
Mhm.
not the people that are the most excited about it and seem to do the best?
Yes,
I mean, honestly, I
totally.
was on Adriana's campus this last
It's
week.
wonderful.
It is wonderful, and it's encouraging, isn't it? It's encouraging to be the
Yes.
one learning something and sharing that with somebody. Um,
Mhm.
it is exciting. It really is. I was at Adriana, my niece's college this last week, and oh my word, the excitement of being on a college campus and being around kids that age. And that's what excites me about Kelsey. It's just contagious. It really is contagious. I made a post. I said, am I too old to go back to college? Because I really felt like, oh my gosh, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. But we can learn every
Do
day
it.
and acquire new skills. I'm thinking about it, Glenn. I really am. But once you get past the learning
Good.
zone is when we get in the growth zone. We can set new goals. We can conquer some new objectives in our lives. We can live our dreams and find purpose. I think that's what everybody's starving for right now in life. I've been so beat up every day. I mean, I feel like I'm punched in the gut working in the doctor's office right now. It is so, I don't even know how to say it. And I know you're all feeling that. And she's an owner of a salon. I'm sure right now she's dealing with, what if we get shut down again? I mean, and it's just a really strange time that we're living in. But let me tell you something. And this is another thing that I took away from a lot of the training that came this week. We can't always control what gets brought to us, like what we see on the news. Although we can turn it off, and I'm about to do that. I'm about to turn my TV off completely. I'm exhausted with it. It's driving me crazy. And you can come to a point where you can control what goes into your mind. But sometimes, let's face it, we have to work. Sheila's out in the workforce. Kelsey's out in the world every day. She works at Target. In addition to what she's doing, a lot of us are outside. Debbie has challenges she deals with every day. And I know Laura does too, and Glenna. And we can't always control what goes into our mind, but we can control what we do with it. And we have to control what we do with it. We have to conquer those things that come into our heads and into our mind. And again, I would just really encourage you to conquer the fears, the self-confidence. Your lack of self-confidence comes from fear. It comes from a fear of what others are going to think of you. It comes from surfing on Facebook too much. We get on Facebook and we go through there and we think, oh, their life is so glamorous. Their life is this, their life is that. Honestly, ladies, that is just their highlight reel. We do not really see what's going on in their real world. We just don't. I mean, there's a lot of things in my life that I don't share all the time, although I'm learning to be more and more transparent because, life is just getting so short. It just seems like it's nuts. So, what does anybody have to add to this? What does this say to you? What is something that you feel like you wish you could change? You would like to have, what can we do to help you get out of the comfort zone, into the fear zone, and then tackle that fear zone and move on to the learning zone and the growth zone? What are you seeing? What speaks to you when you look at this?
First of all, this is the best group to talk to, because if you're afraid of any facet of growing your business, we are your safety net. I mean, you can pull any of us and bounce things off us, or even to write your story. Share your story. Let us be your sounding board, and we will be honest. We won't be like your mama who loves you to death, but doesn't want to hurt your feelings. If you ask us, we have to tell you that's our responsibility. We want you to grow to be the best that you can be. And if you're sharing your story, you don't want it to be 40 minutes long. They were saying in our training today that your story should only be 2.5 minutes and no more than 5 minutes. And it's like our son in advertising used to always say, Mama, sell him the sizzle, not the steak. You want them to smell it, you want them to want it, and you want them to ask you. And that's the pivot, that when they ask you, then they want to know what you've got so they can get it. So always remember, we're here to help you grow. If you want to work your business or anything to break through those barriers of fear and get more confidence. And I should next month be getting a ton of good materials that I will gladly share with you girls to help you learn and grow from this 7-day training that I've been sitting in on.
I feel like I'm already in the fear zone. And in the part of the fear zone that I'm in is the being affected by others' opinions. I don't seem to have the courage to speak up about what I'm doing right now because of past failures, of trying to lose weight, of pushing the product before that I was in, and not really being successful like I thought I was going to be in losing the weight. And so now I'm kind of like camera shy of saying, you know, this is a fantastic product and this is what it's doing for me, because I've already gotten a couple of those. Well, you know, you kind of said that about the other one too. So I'm kind of stuck right now. I feel like I'm in that fear zone of being affected by everybody's opinion about me. So.
The past is past, so you've got to let it go and concentrate on, like, I don't know how long you've been on the product. What, Glenna, 3 months, 2 months?
2.5 months.
Okay, so pick it up from there. Say, you know, start your story with 60 days ago. This is where I was 60 days ago, and look at me at this point. And that's your story. Don't ever let the past bring you down, because it's gone. The past is gone.
It is,
I think
and
you
we have to remember that we all try things. I mean, that's courageous to step out and try something new and try. You know, I think it's courageous, and you need to concentrate on that part, the courage that you have to move forward. You know, we all went through, and we all go through business ventures that don't, I mean, we had affordable ATVs, and that the economy busted. You know, the other company, they changed the formula. It didn't work after they changed the formula. I mean, that's just honest. And you know what? Just be transparent, but don't be afraid. You have to come to a point where you just really don't care. And what you say to those people, and what I say to those people, you're right. It didn't work. I was wrong. But hey, I found one that does. At least it does for me. You know, everybody's different. So you can live in, okay, you know, you can live in regretville, I guess, or you can say to you know, let's move on, let's move forward. And Glenn, I think you're very courageous saying, you know, I was wrong. I mean, you just have to be transparent, don't you think? I mean, it really is. And fear is a liar. Fear is a liar. And part of that, Glenna, what you're thinking and what we all think isn't even true. We write stories in our head and think people are going to think this, and they're going to do this, and they're going to say that. It's not even true, you know, and I found myself doing that too. And you know what? There's way more people in the world than the 10 or 12 that were with you with the other company. So just reach out to the rest of those people and just do attraction marketing. I feel wonderful. Roy is having so many more, those kind of things. And
Mhm.
listen, this was the greatest analogy that I saw. These one people, they're like, think of it this way. You're a bus driver. You just keep driving the bus. You just keep driving the bus. People are going to hop on. People are going to hop off. People might hop on that stay on. People may hop on and jump through a window. People may not ever get on. It's not up to you to worry about all that. What's up to you is to drive the bus and to keep driving the bus and to keep driving the bus and to keep saying, hey, it works for me. Hey, I'm faithful with my product. Hey, I'm this. Hey, I'm that. Hey, I'm this. Drive the bus. Leave the rest of it for them to figure out, because they will. Let me tell you, I've been in network marketing for 6 years, 7 years, almost 7 years. People will hop on and hop off. And you know what? You might find 3 or 4 or 5 people that want to do the business and do it. I mean, run. And when you find those people, you invest in those people, but just keep driving the bus. Just keep driving the bus. And don't be afraid. Don't let Satan put that in your head. Don't let that happen. You have to fight that. And the only way you fight that, Glenna, is these calls. And anytime you can get on read a good book, get on some motivational training. There's some really good on the Truvy channel on YouTube. Truvy has a channel and they've got some really good training videos on there. And I get on there. I like to watch those. They're good. They're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, I took away from the training this week that is so vital. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Which I thought was so vital, especially with this past couple of weeks that have just been mentally draining and overwhelming for me, which I shared with you guys a little bit. But is it goes with your mindset and belief. And you can't just, I was like, you can't just believe a product's going to work and the fat's going to go away. You can't just, that just didn't make sense to me. But that was me being like, taking it too realistic, like too, I don't know how you say it, just too face value kind of thing. But really what the belief is celebrating all the little, celebrations, the little victories, the little non-scale victories, because all those little victories help build that belief and help keep you in a positive mindset. So when you get to where you're feeling discouraged and like the products ain't working, the weight's not coming off, and all these things we tell ourselves, because it's way easier to believe the negative than it is to get to the positive. So we have to work harder to keep ourselves motivated and in a happy place, and that place of belief and knowing that we're going to conquer the world and we're going to achieve all our goals. And what was it Les Brown said today? We have to dream bigger. Our dreams have to be bigger than our fears. And you just got to figure out a way to make sure that you stay in that belief zone and the positive zone. That way you don't get buried in the discouragement. Because getting buried in that discouragement, each time it seems like that hole gets deeper and deeper, and it's harder and harder to dig out, especially as we go into the holidays and all this pending doom of, in Ohio, we're like facing a shutdown again and yada, yada, yada. We're not going to go there. But it does get overwhelming. And I think we definitely need to strive to keep those motivations in front of us, even if it's a postcard taped on your mirror or something that you can pull out to just say, okay, this is my goal. This is where I was. This is where I'm going to be. Yada, yada. I'm getting lost in my own train of thought. But, Glenna, especially, after what you said, keep those victories at hand and don't concentrate so much on that scale. Concentrate on how much better you feel, and don't let those numbers bring you down. Like, stay on the positive.
I would much rather, Glenna, and I mean, it took me 6 years. 6 years. 6 years is a journey. It's a journey. It is not a marathon. This is a sprint, and it is a journey. And it's just like our life. You know, I was talking to Amber the other day. I said, our lives are made up of this patchwork of all these things and experiences and people, and that's who makes us what we are and who we are. And it's okay. It's okay, because we all have times where we're down and we didn't win. I mean, we all do. And then we have times that we win, and we've got to dream bigger. I think until you get through this, out of that comfort zone, through the fear zone, and I'm going to try to, okay, I know a need. Now I know a need that you have, Glenna, and I'm going to help you more. And that's what I want. That's what I love about these calls. I want to know the needs. Kelsey and Debbie, I want to introduce our upline to you, so you know who you can go to. If you have a problem, if you want a third person on maybe a three-way chat, Sheila is my upline, Sheila Beretta. She's my good friend and my upline. So Glenna and we'll start with Glenna and Kelsey and Debbie, you three are sidelines. You're all three under me, level ones. And then Sheila is above me and Laura is above Sheila. So Laura and Sheila, me, and then you three are all three sidelines. So no, you can work with each other, and all three of us are here for all three of you. And whoever you bring onto the team, we are here for you, and we're here to help you. Kelsey, I think this is a good place for you to jump in. Kelsey, like I said, she's just full of energy. She's full of vibrance. You got to follow her on Facebook, because she does lives. She jumps on live and starts talking about the products. And I'm sitting there going, nobody has ever said to her, do live videos. Kelsey just starts doing them. So Kelsey, introduce yourself. Tell us about your story a little bit. Talk about what your mindset is and why you do what you do and how you're doing what you're doing.
So I really like the product because it doesn't ask a lot of you. Like, I've seen my mom go on diets where you have to change your whole, everything that you eat. Like, you can only eat certain foods, and they're so restrictive, and they take all this energy. And then I saw her try Truvy, and just how simple it was for her and how much better it worked than everything. And then I saw her signing all these people up, and I said, why don't you give them to me? I'm like, I'd love to sell it. And so really that's kind of how I got it started, was telling my mom's friends about it, and them seeing all the progress my mom has made and them wanting to try it for themselves. So most of the people that I've signed up are through my mom. She let me go on her Facebook and do a live on hers. So I'm not just doing the live videos on my social media. She also let me use hers, which I think is great. So if you have any friends, who are willing to let you, who are willing to share your videos or tell their friends about it, I feel like that's really a good marketing scheme, because there's only so many people that but if friends, once you get people signed up and then their friends start seeing how successful it was for them, then all their friends will sign up. And so it's kind of, just waiting for these people to see the results and want to try it for themselves. But yeah, I think the key to my success has been my mom, because she is a really good networker. She has a lot of friends that she's let me reach out to. And so that's been really helpful. But just getting on the live videos and telling people about it and just being open, I think that's helped a lot. And then a lot of the people that I signed up said that their spouse wants to sign up. If they start seeing results, their spouse wants to do it too. So it's just getting the word out there and letting the people that you talk to share it with their friends.
You know what I love about Kelsey? Kelsey, talk to me about fear. Do you have fear? I mean, to me, I've met with Kelsey. We met at Panera this week. I gave her a list builder, and encouraged her to build her list. But it's like, Kelsey, it blows me away, because just like that, she doesn't seem to have any fear with
No.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm the last person someone would come to if they wanted to learn how to, lose weight or something, because I'm not really the expert. But I just get on there and I show people how excited I am about it, and I just list off all the good things. And, I mean,
She keeps it
if,
simple. She keeps
yeah,
it very, very simple.
I can't be any worse off than if I didn't do the video, because you never know who's going to want to try it unless you get out there and you show, just how much this can help someone. But yeah, I've never really been a shy public speaker or afraid of giving speeches or presentations, so it just kind of comes naturally, but I really like it.
Kelsey, how, and we don't really talk about it in note, but honestly, she has just shared with friends and family. How much was your check last week? How much would you put in the bank since you started doing this about 2 weeks?
120, and then this week's is 90.
In 2 weeks, sharing with,
Yeah.
I mean, just sharing, and I know she's gotten on the phone and talked to people. I know her mom has, and her mom's helping her, but
Yeah.
I mean, Kelsey works at Target too. She just started working at Target. So she's going to make friends through Target. She's going to be able, honestly, people, it's just about just putting it out there. Don't make it hard.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Just share your heart. It
For
honestly,
Christmas gifts, I'm gonna give the little 7-day trial packs. I'm gonna give those away as Christmas gifts this year.
there you go. There you
And
go.
I think that'll be a good thing. I feel like people will like that, because some people are just, they won't buy stuff for themselves, so you
Right.
just gotta give it.
Right. And once they taste it and they have it, then they're going to want it. So I'm
I
thinking
know.
about doing a trial pack way more. I ordered business cards, which I had not done until now.
Oh,
So I'm going to start handing those out too.
yeah, that too.
I'm so proud of you, Kelsey. I really am. This is how deaf people clap. I'm clapping for you.
I'm
right
excited. I know, I'm excited.
now. I am too. I am too.
And
So
after you sign up everyone there's kind of this feeling. As far as fear goes, I feel like I've already signed up, everybody that I can, I feel like,
no, but you know the list I gave
yeah.
you, the list maker. Go through that. Go through
Yeah.
your Facebook friends, write everybody down, every contact off of your phone, write it all down. Write
Yeah, that's
on
what
that
I'm
list.
gonna do.
Yeah, you'll never run out of it. And between you and your mom
Oh,
knows
yeah.
everybody in Mansfield. It's not going to happen.
And don't forget to ask those people who signed up for referrals if they're not interested in working the business.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or help them sign people under them to
And
start
that's what I did. Kelsey, what I did with you, you need to duplicate with others, and which is what you're doing. So yeah, good. That's good stuff. Good stuff. So I think it's important to make a dream board. And we've talked about vision boards before, and I'm actually gonna probably do one, and maybe we should have a little Zoom call and do a vision board. But dream some dreams, and then make a cardboard. And like Sheila said, if you make your dreams bigger than your fears, it kind of helps get rid of the fears. So make those dreams really big. Maybe it's help your daughter with an extra bill, go on a special vacation, pay off student loans, retire early, whatever it is. Put it on a board that you actually have to put it on the wall and put it in front of your face so that you dream a little bigger. So who has something else they want to share tonight? We were going to kind of use this as a testimonial time. Debbie, do you have anything you want to talk about? Is she still with us? I don't know. I don't see her. Yeah, there she is. You have to unmute, Debbie. Do you have anything you want to ask or talk about tonight? There you are.
No, I just have a hard time getting on this phone call, and I'm glad to listen to everybody. And hi, Kelsey. And I'm the one that said I love the arm action.
Oh, she is the one.
It was so cute.
It was cute.
Yeah.
We need more young people in here with us. They'll keep us young. They'll keep
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that she's really pushing and she's really doing good. I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Sheila, do you have anything tonight?
No, just, I got pages and pages of notes I want to go through, and maybe next week pile that out and really have a plan of action, because there was so many good nuggets in that GoPro 7-day challenge. We talked a little bit in chat earlier that, what an opportunity. And if they did that, if they offered that again, I would push that on everybody in our group to get a hold of that, because it just, I don't know, for me, it really helped my mindset over the last couple of weeks. Like today I was in between clients, I was listening to it. I had one earbud in and listening to, and I'd have to pause it, go deal with my clients. I love what I do. I don't deal with my clients, but whatever. Do hair, then go back and listen a little bit while I fold laundry and whatnot. So I really felt like today there was some just some good pieces that helped kind of pull that cloud away for me. And so I don't know. That's why I asked earlier, am I supposed to be doing anything tonight? Because I didn't prepare.
You're good.
But
one of the very best ones was Dean Graziosi. He wrote Millionaire Success Habits. And he said there's mindset hacks that you have to deal with fear and to get over these things. And he said, in times like these, we must take uncomfortable action. No one is coming to fix it all or coming to save you. It's not, there's no presidential candidate that's going to fix it all. There's nobody that's coming into your world to fix your problems.
right.
You got to do it yourself. You got to have the courage to do it yourself. The world needs role models and leaders. Step up and take action. Fix the problems in the world by fixing the problems in our own homes, in our own community. Find a place that you can be a solution. And whether or not that is encouraging somebody with their health, whether or not that's encouraging somebody on their journey, look around you, connect with people, look in Facebook, look in your friends list. Don't just scroll. Don't just scroll. One of the guys said, don't be a Spamela Anderson, which cracked me.
Yeah.
That guy was cracking me up. He said, don't just spam through this. Click on your friends, go through their feeds, see what their heartaches are, see what their problems are, connect to them, and then give them a solution to those problems. I love this guy. He was the one, he said, it is on us. He also said, guess what? Confidence doesn't come first. Courage comes first. You got to go through the comfort zone and the fear zone to get into the learning zone and the growth zone. It takes courage. It takes courage, Glenna. It takes courage to slap those fears in the face, make them get out of your face. It takes courage to walk through, get past the excuses. Don't worry about what people think. If your heart, people know your heart. They know your heart. They know where you want to be and why you're reaching out. Guess what? It's not for $1 for me. It's not for my monthly check. Honestly, I really am my very best when I'm helping other people, when I'm helping other people. I thought that was so powerful. It doesn't, they don't make statues. He said, I thought this was really good. They don't make statues of critics. They make statues of the courageous. The people that are the complainers, the people that are dragging you down, the people that are the naysayers, the people that give you the nose, they don't make statues of those people. They make statues of the courageous people, the ones that work through it, that go into the growth zone, that fight through this. So I would just want to encourage you all, fight through it. We do live in some really yucky times and days. We can be the light, and I would encourage you to be the light.
Well, they said in that, I think that same segment, it said, you know, that we really need to let those relationships go of those people that constantly are the naysayers and bring us down, that we give them way too much power
Yes.
over our mindset, and it's draining and exhausting to our bodies, that we really need to align ourselves with like-minded people who are trying to build up and edify each other. And you know, so if you want to make $1 million, surround yourself with $1 million people who want to
That's
make $1
right.
million. So it was like amazing. Yeah, it
it's
was amazing.
driving.
I was like, oh my gosh, I've been given my energy, my very little time that I have free, to those very things that are causing me mental anguish.
Yeah.
And that mental anguish turns into weights on my shoulder, which then turns into concrete on my chest, that, you know, chains around my ankles and yada, yada, yada.
True.
But it's that very thing. And those people of encouragement are like helium balloons. We just need to have, you know, 50 dozen of them to bring us up through the sky.
I always feel
50
so
dozen.
much
That was
better
funny.
after this meeting on Tuesday nights. It is like it inflates me. It gives me wings for another week. I'm not kidding you, ladies. You just don't know what you do for me every week, every single week. It's true. It's really true.
Right back at you, Sherry. Same here.
I got your number now, Glenna.
Oh, good.
I got your number. Drive the bus. Just
Drive the bus.
Driving the
Hey, I
bus.
got a whole page full of notes here.
All right. All right.
Some of
good.
those people that get on the bus never take a seat. They get
That's
right back off, and they're not your people.
That's
They're
right.
just not your people.
And that's
Don't
okay.
worry about them.
That's okay. That's right. That's right. Yep. I'm going to get a little Kelsey fire in me and just start reaching out. If they say no, say, see ya. This may or may not be for you. It's okay if it's not for you. It's okay.
I tried to find Kelsey on Facebook the other day. I'm like, oh, I need to friend request this little firecracker. And like 20 of them came up, and I'm like, well, I've never even seen her before, so I don't know which one is her. I was
She's
cracking
the
up.
adorable one. She's the
Yeah.
adorable one.
So Kelsey, friend request me. It might make my life easier.
There you
Okay, okay.
go. Okay. Definitely friend request and follow. And then you can see how the social media posting goes. And we'll do a class one night just on social media posting. And we need to do one on storytelling, how to tell your story. So
Oh, that was so good. What was it? Day one? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I will totally do that next week.
okay, you do that
We don't
next
have
week,
any
Sheila.
plan. I will totally
What are
do
you
that.
gonna
Telling the
do?
story. Tell the
Sheila's gonna
story.
Talk on
Oh,
storytelling
yeah.
next week.
Story.
Awesome.
I'm a good storyteller.
You are. You
I
are.
know.
Not a liar, just a good storyteller.
No, I know.
I thought I
If
might
your
clear
nose
that.
starts growing, we'll know it's not truth, but we don't believe that. You're good.
I have a good profile.
You're good.
Oh. I'll even pin my hair back so you can see like my nose not growing.
Okay. Awesome sauce. I didn't crash this week. I'm so excited, and I got it all recorded. So I'm going to post it, share it with people that you
Good. There was a
like.
couple people that messaged me.
Good, good. It'll be on Facebook on in our page. So I hope people will watch it. We'll have a prize, so make sure you comment a takeaway, and we'll have a prize of some sort, and that would be awesome. Laura, do you have any?
It's my week to do the prize. So, ooh, what do I have in my goodie bag?
Where is Terry and Stacy tonight?
Stacy's in Florida on vacation.
Okay.
Terry, I hadn't heard from her today, but April is working, and she was hoping that it was going to be recorded. So I did have two of the three reach out to me.
Good. Good.
But yeah.
I haven't heard from any of my people, so I don't know.
All right. Well,
I think with Thanksgiving coming up, people are just kind of.
Yeah. And Sherry Rock. Thank you, girls.
Thank you. Thank you bunch.
All right.
See you next week.
Yep.
Righty. Have a
Bye.
great week, everybody.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.